Hello, my juicy peaches, and welcome to my channel. My name is Priestess Peaches, aka Jackie Lane from yourpeachylife.com. I mainly support ambitious women in long-term relationships with love, pleasure, well-being, and business. I also support some couples and some men, and really anybody who feels deeply called to this work. So a little bit about me. I am a certified herbalist and naturopath and Reiki energy healer. I am a qualified tantrika and mentor. I have worked with and trained with some of the top business, relationship, sex and tantra coaches and gurus in the world, and I have had quite the colourful life. The truth is, I experienced sexual trauma as a young child and narcissistic abuse from the age of 9. I started drinking as a tween, like a young teen. I started taking drugs as a teenager, and I became a stripper for 6 years in my 20s. And I really did live a hedonistic and toxic life of debauchery for many, many years that led me down a dark path until I got scarily sick. My sensitive body and soul just could not handle that lifestyle at all, and I was diagnosed with some really awful things and told that I was going to be on medication for life. And I ended up traveling around Thailand in my mid-20s, 25, 26, and everything started to change towards the end of my trip there because I decided to go teetotal and book a course of yoga sessions, and basically I had an awakening and I realized that I really do need to turn my life around or I am probably going to end up in a gutter, dead somewhere. So when I returned to the UK, I actually went back to school, went back to learning, and it was very difficult for me, having been self-employed, working nights, working as a stripper for 6 years, to then go back to education. And I actually studied for 5 years at the College of Naturopathic Medicine in London. I also started to study and practice Tantra way back then as well. And I also took my Reiki level 1 and 2 and started opening to my own healing abilities as well. I really feel like I shifted from the wounded and toxic ways of love, pleasure, well-being and business, and also the masculine and feminine dynamic, the wounded masculine, the wounded feminine dynamic, and stepped into a more empowered way of living and being. I really feel like the contrast that I have experienced between the wounded and toxic masculinity, femininity, and the destructive versions of money, pleasure, sex and relationships in comparison to the empowered has really equipped me with a toolbox that I can use to support other women. And I really feel like it's enabled me to come from a space of integrity, deep compassion and empathy, and really help women to find their process from toxic and wounded to empowered and thriving. And I feel like that is one of my superpowers because of my past experiences. But the truth is, I'm on this journey too. I am by no means perfect. I really don't like it when people put other people on a pedestal. I am truly a forever student. I am still making mistakes. I'm still learning and growing, trial and erroring. And I am just somebody who has a deep desire to support others in the ways that I know how, to the best of my ability, to share what I can to those of you who resonate, to support you so that you can receive that information and hopefully it creates positive change in your life. But if you don't resonate, then no worries. You can click off my videos and off my channel and keep scrolling at any time. You have that power and free will to not watch my videos if you don't like me or the things I say. And I highly recommend that rather than wasting your time watching somebody you don't resonate with, just scroll on and find the channels that you do resonate with. And if there's anything I say that upsets you, that triggers you, or that you disagree with, or that you've got a different perspective or had a different experience. That is great. I welcome that. Just please, please, please be kind in the comments, and just be kind everywhere to everybody all the time. I mean, I'm pretty sure if you're watching my channel and you do resonate with me, that you are probably a kind, sensitive soul just like me, and you wouldn't be going around being mean to people on the internet anyway. So hopefully that's the kind of vibe we've got going here. Okay, so what to expect from this channel? Basically, it's going to be all things love, pleasure, well-being and business. And the overarching theme of what I teach is all about the masculine and feminine dynamic. And honestly, don't get too serious about this. It's just a language that I use that I have found the most easy to understand and most helpful to navigate life. And everything comes under the umbrella of the masculine and feminine. It's the lens that I see the world through since I learned this information. Once I start explaining what these things mean, then yeah, it's less about the masculine and feminine, it's about what those things mean. So I share about what I call the empowered feminine way of living and being within your business, within your relationship, within the bedroom, within your body. And that is really what I teach, the empowered feminine way of living and being. So here's a little list of what to expect to see. Okay, so expect wisdom, advice, and teachings about long-term relationships, understanding men and your man, empowered communication, sensuality, sexuality, pleasure, sex, health, your body, cruelty-free living, thriving, purpose, service, expression, ethical messaging, marketing and sales, money, passive income, premium programs, business your way, human design, and expect to hear some stories and examples of my own journey too. Oh, and you'll probably hear some cheesy taglines, metaphors, and sentimental things, and I really do go to town with all the peachy stuff, so sorry about that. So why am I doing this? Well, this is my service to the world. This is my service to you. And I truly believe that when women become educated and empowered in the ways that I'm talking about, they can be an example to the next generations. Not only do their lives shift, everybody around them shifts, and the world becomes a better place. And we also, I believe, shift the collective consciousness, which I personally feel is very important. I know it sounds cliche, but I really do want to contribute to bettering the world and the planet in the ways that I can and that I know how. And I want to know that when it's my time to pass over, that I have done what I can to create a better world and contribute to positive change in the world and leave the world a slightly better place than when I came into it. I also want to continue to live my dreams as well, and I highly value a freedom-based lifestyle with freedom of choice and location free. And I just feel incredibly privileged and incredibly blessed that I'm able to do that through the means of the internet, and that I'm able to support others in the process and positively impact and positively affect other people's lives. That to me is just such a deep blessing, and I just feel so grateful that I'm able to do that. And it is thanks to the old internet that I'm able to do that. So thank you, internet. Yeah, the truth is I've kind of always gone against the grain. Not that this is going against the grain these days, but I have always been a little bit different. I've always been a little bit wild, a little bit like different in my approach and the way I think about life and the things that I do. I've always just been a bit of a free spirit, and I have found it very hard to be confined into a box. I always found it incredibly challenging working on someone else's clock, on someone else's watch. And I just wasn't a very good employee, to be honest, but maybe that's just because I didn't find a company or a brand or a job that really fulfilled me. But I've always been like a freedom seeker, free-spirited, and I feel like having my own business allows for that. I am the personality type that needs to have meaning with what I'm doing, otherwise I don't have the motivation. I might make another video about things about me if you're interested to know about me. I don't know, that maybe that's really narcissistic, but I don't know, like maybe there'll be some golden nuggets of wisdom if I make that video. It was literally a case of I've had to find another way because I just couldn't function in the normal boxes that, you know, the school system tries to put you in. I've just not fitted in. I am a very deep thinker and feeler, and I'm a creative type. And yeah, there's lots of other things about me that just don't really fit into the norm. And so I've had to find another way that suits me, so that I can still contribute and be of service and also receive an income and live the life I want to live as well. So yeah, so I hope that you stay and explore what I have to say and what I have to share and what that brings up for you and how that can work for you in your life. And yeah, just please do keep an open mind and heart when you're watching my videos, and feel free to let me know if there's a topic or a question that you have that you would like me to cover in a video for you. And it would be so amazing if you would subscribe to my channel. YouTube have demonetized my channel because I haven't been active for long enough, and I got blocked on Facebook and Instagram, and I just can't use those platforms because they block me all the time. And so, yeah, I really want this message to get out there. And if there's any other women or couples or men even, or anybody, any kind of person that you feel will benefit from any of my videos, please do share. And also, what is it people say? Hit the like button, type a comment. It all helps, and I really, really appreciate that. There's also some links in the description. There is links to my website, how you can work with me privately, my lower priced online courses and products and things like that, and some other bits and bobs in the description box if you want to check those out. Okay, my beautiful peaches. Thank you so much if you have got to the end of this video. It was a bit of a long one. How did I do? This is my first video back. I have been terrified to get back out there, but I'm just feeling that readiness. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. And yeah, I hope you have an amazing day. And as always, remember to keep it juicy. I know it's so cringe, but gotta love it. Mwah! Bye!